Hey, Arvin.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much.
That's good. Do you remember the last podcast?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember at the start of last podcast?
Vaguely.
Okay. Do you remember how I said I was leaving?
You're leaving?
Yes. But, okay, here's the thing. And some people already talked about it a little bit on the forum, which kind of ruined my surprise, but whatever. What is going on is I got accepted to school out of town.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go. But it's not that far. So, though the podcasts might be fewer and farther in between, and not like by much because we're already really not doing as many as we promised.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
We are so sorry.
Yeah. So, okay, what's going on is I'm going away to school. So podcasts are going to have to be a little further in between because it's like a 2-hour drive and it's not going to be easy for me to come home all the time.
But I'm going to...
Or Arvin to come up.
Yeah, I'll try and lug all my equipment up there and we can actually try and do some podcasts from where Ben is.
Yes. In a new city.
In a new town.
Wow. So I'm going to be gone for a long time, upwards of 10 months. So possibly more. So we're going to have to try to play it by ear. We really want to keep doing this. We love doing the show. We love that you guys love it.
Yeah.
So,
we're having a great time and we hope you guys are too, but we're like so busy and he's leaving.
We're moving on in our lives, but we want to keep it going.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about stuff today.
Let's do it.
Now, important stuff, because that's not going to happen until... I'll probably get at least one more podcast in before I go.
Yeah.
So, merch. I don't know what else to tell you. The guy's like halfway through getting it started, but he needed an extra file that I've been trying to get to him, but he hasn't been available because his computer crashed and it died completely, so he needed to get a new one. I'm waiting for him to call back right at this second so I can drive to his house, give him the file, and then it's going to be making the shirts.
So we don't...
Momentarily. Like, it could be... I could get the call in the middle of this podcast.
Wow.
But it's... My phone's turned off, so I won't find out till after. But you get the idea. It could be any time now.
So for those of you that are just joining us, because we always actually usually do it, this is episode 24 of We Like to Podcast. I don't know why I just threw that out there. I miss doing it at the beginning.
You know what? Something felt off.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself, and then I'll do me?
I'm Arvin.
And I'm Ben.
Thanks for watching.
No, that's the ending. You're ruining it.
Yeah,
we always introduce ourselves at the start, too.
Actually, no, we don't. Not
No,
all
we
of us. Yeah, the name just pops up.
I'm ruining our show.
So
Wait, I actually don't think I've ever seen it. I do it, I don't see it.
It's like those actors that do a film and they never watch it.
Yeah. Like, hey, what would you feel like doing this film? How was that like? I'm like, I forgot I was in it.
Yeah.
It was such a small part.
So anyway, let's kick things off with our week in review.
Are we getting down to brass tacks?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We've been rambling too much.
Yeah. It's been a while. I miss them.
I know.
Okay. So, Star Wars Clone Wars, the video game. Last time we talked about how on the back of the manual for Indiana Jones, the instruction booklet, it had a little ad for it. We said, it looks like it's going to be like based off the movie. It totally is. We were right on the money. We're good. So, bank on us. So it is going to be a Star Wars game. It's looking like it's going to be mostly duels. It's solely based around lightsaber duels.
Yeah.
So we don't actually know how good the controls for Force Unleashed are yet, because it's not out yet. But what they're saying with LucasArts is that this is even better controls. Not one-to-one, but smoother than Force Unleashed, which they are saying is really good.
Yeah.
All right. So the other information we have about it is the people designing the game, developing the game, are working closely with the animators of the movie, so we are probably going to be able to expect some pretty good visuals in the game as well. What I don't like about it is it's still just Clone Wars. Star Wars stuff I'm not really fond of. What are you going to do?
And he's not saying that he's not fond of Star Wars, because...
No, I like Star Wars. I just don't like episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, if you watched any of our earlier episodes, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, episode 1, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
The Wii menu... Wii updated. 3.3. That's the version. Killed the Twilight Princess hack. I guarantee you that this update was for the sole purpose of plugging the Twilight hack, because I think there was one other small little change or update that they made to something which is so insignificant that it doesn't even matter.
Right.
But the other interesting thing about the Twilight hack being killed is that the Daytel free Wii loader, which if you are in a foreign country like Europe, foreign to us,
right?
Europe.
If you're in Europe.
Or like
or
Australia or other things like that. The Daytel Freeloader is a loader for the Wii that is a consumer product that allows you to play PAL, NTSC, like import games from all over the world.
Right.
And it killed the ability to use that product as well. Right. Which is kind of sucky because people, like in Australia who get like
you guys told us already how crappy.
Yeah.
Everything's so slow and expensive.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So if they can get like an imported game from like North America or Japan or whatever, then that's good for them.
Yes,
good on
but
you,
not
right?
Anymore.
But yes, that's sad. So don't update to 3.3 if you have a Daytel freeloader or if you like the Twilight hack.
Right. Agreed. Downloadable content is pretty much the bane of every Wii owner.
Yeah.
But some good news. The new Guitar Hero 4 on tour, which is the whole set. You get the drums, which are tricked out drums. They're not just like Rock Band. You get the 3 pads and 2 cymbals. You got the guitars, you got the bass, you got the microphone. It's very similar to Rock Band, obviously. They're competing.
Yeah.
It will have downloadable content. Pretty slick.
Finally.
It will be expensive downloadable content.
Yeah.
You're looking at approximately $5 US for 3 songs, which is a lot of money. I mean, it's not even like $1 a song.
That'd be all right. I mean, that's what iTunes sells them for, right?
That's what I'm saying. So that's not the greatest, but the fact is I already have Guitar Hero 3, which means I have a guitar that's going to work with it.
Yep.
And it will have downloadable content.
Yep.
So you don't always have to buy discs if something comes out. You can just download a song that you like, or a pack of 3 if one's in there that's really good, and forget stuff that you don't. Or hopefully they'll be continually coming out with new songs. Who knows? The fact is, that's probably what I'm going to buy.
Yeah. Especially between the choice of buy Rock Band now or buy Guitar Hero later with DLC, then I'm going for that.
And it's not even that far away. Like, we didn't put a date down.
No, I didn't get a date down.
We're looking at the end of this year. Like,
yeah,
it's not even that far. I mean, Rock Band is out now, and yeah, Rock Band's awesome, but Guitar Hero 4 is probably going to be a better choice for the Wii.
Yeah. And for those interested, the downloadable content is going to be running straight off the SD cards, which is something that even Nintendo said was not possible. So I'm very curious how they're pulling that off. It's going to be interesting.
Hey, Nintendo, don't shut us down.
Yeah, man, seriously. Yeah. You can't shut us down.
Can't stop the signal.
I've been watching a lot of Firefly lately.
I don't blame you.
I just bought Serenity on HD DVD.
I know.
You
told me. You've got 4 copies of it now.
3, yeah. But
I thought you had 4.
No, there's only 2 on DVD and then the HD DVD. It's all right. Anyway, anybody who's never watched Joss Whedon's Firefly?
Yes.
The greatest.
Do it.
Yeah, watch it.
Now, we're going to wait for you to do... Okay, let's wait for them to... Okay. Are you back?
It's $20. Just go and buy.
Yeah, it's worth it. Anyway, okay.
So I talked about the Twilight hack being plugged in 3.3. Well, the hackers responsible have already nuked it. They've already bypassed it. Nintendo put like the weakest possible plug on that they could. So the Twilight Hack has already been beaten. I'm not entirely sure if the public version of that patch has been released online yet, but if it is, it'll be up here and it'll be on the show notes. So check that out. If you are a homebrew channel user, this is what you need.
Okay, great. I agree. Okay, so I want to talk about the shirt I'm wearing.
That is a snazzy shirt.
Thank you. This shirt is, if you can't see it clearly, but it should be clearly because this is HD. We're back on HD.
Yeah, we're back.
So it's an Indiana Jones t-shirt, which is great. I got this t-shirt from my friend who also got me Lego Indiana Jones for my birthday. And this friend, get this, there's more. This friend happens to be Alana, who, if you have anything to do with the site, she has become our new moderator. So the moral of the story is, if you'd like to be a moderator, I'm a size large. So that's no, okay. I want to talk about Lego Indiana Jones. That's what this was all about.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give a shout out to Alana, who is now doing a lot of work for us for nothing, because she is our good friend, and hopefully we'll be setting her up with some reviews soon. Because she's been using a lot of Wii Fit with her family. Yeah. She wants to talk about that. I know she's got a ton of games.
Yeah, she owns more than both of us.
And products and everything. Like she got a little late into the Wii game because she didn't have the cash when it first came out. But now that she's got the cash, she's just been making us look dumb.
Yeah, seriously.
Stuff. So Lego Indiana Jones, what I want to talk about. A lot of you have probably played Lego Star Wars in one way or another, either on the Wii or it's been out for a while on other systems. I personally have played the first Lego Star Wars, which was Episode 1, 2, and 3. Again, not my favorite. And they were fun. I had a lot of fun playing that with my brother, and they were funny, and there was a lot of neat stuff, and you'd build Lego, and you had the Force, and that was cool. Lego Indiana Jones, I think, is better.
Nice.
Yes. It's a cleaner game. It's a little bit more fluid. Collecting of things is easier. It's not more challenging, but it's more fun. The storyline is great because it's not directly the movie storyline, but it's really close. The characters are funny. A lot of the extra stuff, like you get to go back to Bennett College, and there's all kinds of extra rooms to go into, like kind of the diner was in Star Wars, but even bigger. There's tons of rooms to go to. You're collecting all kinds of stuff every level. You're all kinds of great characters to unlock. Like it's the same idea, just a little bit more, a little bit better graphics. You know, it's a lot of fun. If you like that kind of stuff, definitely go for it. Not a ton of replay value unless you're playing it with friends that haven't played it before, in which case it's a lot of fun for them to pick up. I would give it, out of 10, 7.5.
That's a solid score.
It's a fun game. It's not an essential own. If you really like Indiana Jones and you really like the Lego games, definitely get it.
Good for kids?
Good for kids. Kind of fun for adults, too, because I'm kind of an adult, too. Kind of. But yeah, it's definitely worth owning if you like any of those things.
Very cool. Yeah, I have not tried it yet, and so I'm hoping he'll bring it over at some point, or I can go over there and check it out.
Either way.
So it was our birthday recently.
Yes.
We're in between podcasts. Last time it was before our birthday. This time it's after.
Yep.
So for my birthday, Ben hooked me up.
I did what I could.
He hooked me up with 2 awesome Nyko products.
We love Nyko.
We do, and so we finally got a chance to try out the Nyko Perfect Shot, which is just cool.
It really is.
I finally got a chance to open it up and play a round of the Link's Crossbow Challenge with this, and compared to the Wii Zapper, this just absolutely destroys it.
Yeah.
The quality and like the thought that went into this particular piece of product, like Nintendo needs to like steal people from Nyko because they know what they're doing and they know what we want.
Little details.
It's the little details. One, okay, the amount of time it takes to take it in and out, nothing. 2, connecting a nunchuck on the bottom. You just plug it in and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And it is just that fast. Number 3, the trigger is spring force feedback, so you actually get some, like, a little bit of feedback on it to know that you're actually pressing the button. All three things just completely destroy the Nintendo Wii Zapper.
That, and you're not doing this.
Yeah, you're actually aiming in front of you, which makes a huge difference. Getting two hands on the gun in this kind of manner, we were able to get, like, a hell of a lot more
Great scores.
points.
Crazy scores.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did. I still suck.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, I don't mind.
No.
And then not only that, but it is actually cheaper than the Zapper. Yeah. But you aren't getting the game. So if you're going to pick up, like, Resident Evil, Umbrella Chronicles or whatever, this is the product you go for.
House of the Dead 2 and 3?
Yes, House of the Dead. That's also cheap. Very cheap titles. So going along with the one Nyko product, we also got...
I got more!
We got more! The wireless Nunchuck.
Yes.
Which, incidentally enough, you can't really see it, but there's a little groove in here for where the Nunchuck plugs into the Perfect Shot. There's an exact same groove on the bottom of the little wireless adapter, and boom, it just plugs right in.
It looks like it was meant to do it, and it was.
And it was. And so far, from what I've played with the Nunchuck, it feels exactly like a Nintendo Nunchuck, except for the Z button. It's a little bit like it's a little bit different in the feel, but the responsiveness is just the same. So they put a lot of thought into this particular product, and I'm gonna say right now, having these two together playing a game, you feel pretty badass. Yeah. Like, it feels cool. Like, I don't know, it just brings me back to the days when I would take around my Nintendo Zapper and, like, go around the house playing, like, make-believe or whatever. Yeah. They're solid products. I can't comment yet on the battery life because I haven't drained it yet, but it does, and batteries are included. Yes. Which is another huge plus.
That's, like, Nyko, thank you.
I know, thank you, Nyko.
They want our business.
They really do.
The one thing that, like, the Perfect Shot is great. I played with it. The Nunchuck is great. I played with it. The fact that they fit together so easily, and it feels like they were built by the same person who said, hey, I built this, and I'm going to build this. Let's build it so they work together perfectly.
Yeah, hence the perfect.
Hey, Perfect Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's definitely something Nintendo has to take a cue from.
Yeah. The Perfect Shot, I will give a solid 10 out of 10. Yeah. If we're throwing numbers out there,
I started it. You better finish it.
Yeah, no, the Perfect Shot is perfect. It really is. It's exactly, it does what it does, and it does it well. Yeah. The Nunchuck so far, aside from, and I don't really know if this is its problem.
No, that's our problem.
Our problem.
If you buy this product, this flash and blue light and this little extra thing are buttons.
Yeah,
we didn't know they were.
We didn't know they were also buttons. So when we were trying to sync it, it didn't quite sync right the first time. We spent a good 10 minutes trying to sync them up. But yeah, once they're synced, it's solid. Yeah. One thing I will notice though, and I can't comment yet. I'll comment on it on our next podcast once I do it more. Is the receiver is probably going to be draining some extra battery from your Wii Remote. And on top of that, you have the two batteries that you're using in this, which are AAAs, not AAs. Mm-hmm. So if you stocked up on AAs for your Wii Remote, you're going to have to get some triples for this little guy. But I'll comment on what kind of playtime I'm getting out of the battery usage. Yeah. So,
and the Z button.
Yeah, and the Z button, but it
works. It just feels different.
It works, but it just feels exactly. Yeah. So I would give initially I will give that a solid 8.5.
That's a good score.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They're great products. We still have to get the wireless the Nyko wireless sensor bar, but from everything I've read and everything I've heard, still the best. Go Nyko.
Yes.
We should get them to sponsor us.
I love that.
we need somebody to sponsor us.
If there's anyone out there watching us from Nyko, we pimp your stuff out for free now. Imagine what we would do if you gave us stuff.
Yeah, and you know what? Anybody who if you have any contacts or you know anybody that's looking to sponsor or would want to publicize something, preferably video game / Wii related,
I will wear T-shirts with stuff on it.
That's true. I will wear stuff too.
Hats. We'll put something, or maybe put the Canada flag somewhere else.
Yeah, something could work.
We couldn't do that.
No,
but maybe all kinds of digital stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of us trying to pimp ourselves out.
Yes.
So what else we got going on? Those are two impromptu reviews for you.
Yes. Let's talk about some of the great games coming up.
I thought you had something else you'd want to talk about.
Did I? Yes. I did, and I actually asked him to put it on the sheet.
I put it on the sheet
because I would forget. Because I forgot last time. Arvin, where would he be without you?
In a ditch.
Oh yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sega Master System. What are you saying, Ben? Sega Master System. It is now available on Virtual Console. The first game that came out is Wonder Boy, which some people are thinking, oh, Wonder Boy is just a copy of Adventure Island. That's actually the other way around. Wonder Boy came out first. There, and it's a little bit cleaner game. I find it's actually a little better. But hopefully that means other great Master System games are going to be coming out, because there are some. There are actually some fun ones out there. So I'm just glad that we got another thing for Virtual Console, and I'm really hoping we're still going to get Saturn. And who knows, maybe eventually we'll be able to start playing, some Dreamcast.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be amazing. Dreamcast had some wicked games.
It's kind of funny. It's like the one system to rule them all.
Yeah.
Just amalgamate.
Yes.
Oh, and for those of you that are really young and don't quite know what a Master System is, it's the
it's Sega's version of the NES.
Yeah, actually came out before the NES.
I think it came out before the American NES.
Yeah.
And it was a little less powerful.
Yeah. So the timeline goes Master System, then NES, then Genesis, then SNES,
Yeah.
and then from there.
But like Famicom was way ahead.
Yeah, definitely the Famicom was way ahead.
And there's another name for Master System, obviously, in the UK and in Japan, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll throw a picture up and people will be like, I know what that is!
That thing.
In other languages.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try that.
Alright.
So, summer is here.
Yes!
It's finally here.
It's so warm outside.
And rainy.
Yeah.
But, hey.
Windsor is humid.
Yeah. The armpit of Canada, as they say.
As you say, gross.
I've heard it referred to as that.
Okay.
Anyway, and so with summer being here, lots of games are coming out, but also on top of that, like we just thought it's been a while since we talked about a lot of upcoming games. And so we just want to throw out what games we're really excited for.
Well, we're gonna talk about some games that are anticipated.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're gonna talk about some games that we're anticipating.
Yeah,
and,
true.
Yeah, and we actually have a bonus game from Alana.
Yes.
She gave us an extra.
Yeah,
we're like,
we're
like, what game are coming out that we're excited for? We're listing off games, and then she's like, what about this game? And we're like, of course. So she gets credit for that one, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
All right. So am I going first?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So a game that not necessarily we're anticipating or excited for, but it is out there and it is good that it's finally out there. Is Rock Band. We talked about it. Rock Band, for those of you that don't know, is similar to Guitar Hero. It's a rhythm game, but now it encompasses not only just guitar, but drums, bass, and vocals. So
the drums are amazing.
Yes, they are. I finally got to play it a while ago at James's place.
Yeah.
James, we missed you.
Yeah.
It's out for the Wii now. Unfortunately, no downloadable content, so it is straight up whatever you get, what you buy. But they have announced a track pack called Track Pack Volume 1, and that's coming out in mid-July. So Rock Band is out now. Mid-July, you'll get a track pack which has additional songs that you can buy.
And Guitar Hero 4 later this year.
Yes.
So, 6 of 1.
So you have to weigh it.
The one thing I will give Guitar Hero a little bit of props for is they did release the Guitar Hero for Wii the same time they released it for everywhere else. Rock Band wasn't even going to do a Wii version.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't until they're like, wait a minute, we're missing sales, that they decided to go for the Wii version.
Yeah, and so kudos to Activision for thinking, hey, you know what, this is
Rock Band came out, made Guitar Hero 3 look kind of dumb, but at least Activision was thinking Wii when they made the game, even though they messed up. But then they did send us replacement discs, and everyone who got a replacement disc got a faceplate.
Yeah, buddy.
So that thank you, Activision.
Yeah. So that's that.
Right. So I talked about Lego Indiana Jones. I'm gonna talk hopefully less about Lego Batman. Lego Batman is coming out. Not really. I don't really know a ton about it yet, other than I know that the story involves all his greatest enemies, from Joker and Penguin and Riddler and Catwoman and Croc and all kinds of tons of villains are going to be in it, and it's going to be the same kind of upbeat, fun adventure type game. Robin is in it, so I call first dibs on playing Batman. You have to be Robin first.
But I am Batman.
We'll see.
Oh, no, it's happening.
Okay. So, anyway, I called first dibs, and it's
Alright.
on camera, so you have to...
Oh, yeah. Because everything we put on camera is always so... Yeah, it is, actually.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Factual.
that one's coming out September 1st. So, if you like the Lego games, and you agree with me on Lego Indiana Jones, you'll probably like Lego Batman. Because who doesn't like Batman?
I know, I do.
That's not okay.
I like him.
Okay, so we picked 5 games, and how many did we pick? 1, 2, 3,
5. And then
4, 5.
And then we got Alana's.
Then we got Alana's, but then we got these 2 as well.
Oh yeah, you got those ones.
So we got
7.
7. 7 games that we're excited for.
Yeah, and well, it's good. It kind of rounds up the list. There's kind of a theme, actually.
It really is.
If you look at all the games, and the nice thing is none of them are first-party titles.
Nope.
I'm very happy about that.
Yep.
So let's kick it off with Alana's.
Okay. Alana said, "Hey guys, why aren't you talking about Ghostbusters?"
Na 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 na.
No, 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 no. Okay, and the reason why is because we were just completely blanked out on it.
Yeah.
And she was right. We're wrong. It looks like it's going to be incredible. Even though the Wii one is going to be a little more for kids, a little more amateurish, you've got extra modes to play.
Yep.
And to me, that makes up for it completely.
Exactly. Looks like a solid title, and we're very excited for it.
Yep.
Release date on that, October 21st of this year.
Yep.
All right, so our picks for games that we're really excited
Right.
for. We talked about it last time, but Madworld,
Yes.
very mature title.
Very mature title.
Yes.
And you didn't play the music. I was a little sad.
Yeah, I'll play it this time.
Okay.
Well, because I sang last time.
Right, I didn't want you to. Anyway, Madworld, black and white. They're talking about very good graphics. Probably coming out before Sadness, which was black and white and supposed to have very good graphics.
Yes.
But very violent, lots of blood. Not for kids,
No.
but for fun. Hopefully.
Yeah, got a little bit of the mean streak in you out of
Right.
there. And we're looking at first quarter 2009 release on that one.
Right. One that we've talked about before as well, Deadly Creatures. Deadly Creatures, where you get to be either a scorpion or a tarantula, living from their perspective, supposed to be very realistic as far as, you are trying to follow the path that they do. You look in a world like them. It's very much not a cartoony kids game. It's very much a game for playing a deadly creature. So
Very good.
And apparently you get they're very different, as in the scorpion's very battle up front, we're gonna get you, and the tarantula is more of like an assassin and sleek and sneaky, and they're creepy and crawly. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it on to you.
All right.
That one, okay. September 22nd.
Very cool. I'm gonna skip over the one that I want
Yeah.
you to do. We're keeping that one in.
Which one?
Yeah, I'll keep it in. Why not? A game that I'm looking forward to
Yes.
is We Love Golf. It's a very Japanese anime-esque golf game. But it looks like the controls are getting better and better and better with all these different golf games.
Yeah.
Like all the Super Swings came out. Now it's We Love Golf. And it looks like it's really cool. A lot of play modes, online play where you can play with up to 4 people, I believe.
Right.
So it looks like it's going to be a really interesting golf game. I really enjoy Wii Sports Golf, and once I got used to it, I really enjoyed Tiger Woods. I'm really curious to see what the new Tiger Woods EA stuff is like. But if they nailed the controls on this and they got some more depth and some online play, I'm really excited.
Better graphics than Tiger Woods.
Yes, I mean different style though. This is very cartoony.
Still, could be better.
Oh yeah, it's very true. So We Love Golf is actually coming out. It's the soonest one, or is that how you say it?
I think so.
Yeah, July 15th. So in a month.
Okay, and then one that I'm very excited for is we're finally getting hockey.
Yeah.
2K Sports is releasing NHL 2K9 for the Wii. There is going to be, they said, a little bit of stick handling with the Wii Remote. There's going to be a mode where it's going to be mostly about the Wii Remote. But the fact is, it's a new hockey game that's coming out for a system that I own. I'm excited.
Yes.
Because I love hockey, and I love the hockey sports series games, and the fact that I'm going to get a new one is going to be great, because the new ones that have come out for the PS3 and the 360 have been really top notch.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what this one's like. We're looking at October 1st for that one.
Very cool. I'm gonna go with. Oh yes, I get to do Force Unleashed. This is probably the game I am looking forward to the most.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting a really good adventure game that's obviously Star Wars based, and lo and behold, we get Force Unleashed. The thing about it is, I'm really hoping there's a lot of playtime in it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I have a bad track record with games with playtime, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
make myself sit and play this game. We're not gonna rehash stuff that we said about it before. Force Unleashed, it's gonna be really good. It's one we're really anticipating, and it's a September 16th release on that.
Can I make fun of you really quickly?
Yeah.
He still hasn't finished Zelda.
Oh, come
and
on.
he still hasn't opened Metroid.
You're gonna let... Yeah. Yes, it's true.
I gotta get you going on these things. Okay. One that looks like it might be good. We don't really know a lot about it yet. They're just starting to talk about it. We just figured we'd really want to mention it because of a feature of it. New Spider-Man coming out, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. We're looking at October 21st for that one. And the big thing with that is a lot of the story is being voted on online.
That is cool.
So look to the show notes. Hopefully Arvin can put something along the screen.
Yep.
With where you can go, and maybe you guys can try to get them to put We Like to Podcast somewhere in there. But anyway, the last Spider-Man game, fun, had a lot of flaws, but hopefully, the web shooting part was the really fun part. So hopefully this one's going to take up where that left off and make it even better. First one not based on a movie, always a very good sign.
Yeah.
Movie-based games tend to suck.
Yeah, we had a big discussion about this.
Yeah. So, yeah, we figured the only game we can think of based off of a movie that was awesome was GoldenEye.
Yeah.
If you guys can think of anything else,
let's try and
email us, let us know.
Yeah, email us and let us know what you think a really good movie that was made into a video game.
Yes.
It would be.
Because we can only think of GoldenEye, which is an amazing game, especially for its time. One of the first-person shooters
on a console.
Yeah. Used the analog stick. It was great. Anyway, I'm getting.
So which one's down?
You
already had it.
Right.
All right.
So we're just doing the big one.
The big one. And this is The Conduit.
Conduits. You probably could have guessed.
Yeah. With how much we've been talking about it, we're very, very excited for this game for a few different reasons on a few different levels. One, it's very we finally get
some story.
Yeah, some story. A good first-person shooter that a lot of people have said it's kind of Halo-esque in the way it's designed, but we're hoping that it's even better.
Right.
That'd be awesome. But the other reasons that we want it is
gonna have a good story. It looks like we're getting to find out a little bit more about the story. It's gonna have, from what they are telling us, you better not be lying to us, High Voltage, top of the line graphics.
Yeah.
They're talking about graphics that are comparable to games on the 360.
And right there was a forum thread on the that I
Right.
kind of chimed in on, and a lot of people have asked about it. It's simply not possible to have games that look as good as the 360 does on a Wii, but they can fake a lot of it.
Not just that. If you look at every system, look at the start of the PlayStation, look at the start of the PlayStation 2, the start of the Xbox, the start of the GameCube. The games that first come out, some of them are great, most of them are sloppy.
Yeah.
And then people start finding the little tweaks, the things that they can do with the system to make this look better, that look better. Let's use this pack, let's use that software pack. And they end up making some amazing looking games. Like, look at some of the Resident Evils on the GameCube.
Yeah.
The GameCube didn't have nearly the same kind of a power as its competing systems did, but the Resident Evils looked better.
Mm-hmm.
They looked better than what they were on the other systems.
Yeah, there was a lot of heart put into that.
Exactly. So, yes, there's no way the system can physically throw out the same kind of power, but they can definitely find out where to make our graphics top.
Yeah. Exactly, and then the biggest other thing that we want with what with what High Voltage is doing with the Conduit is getting those other developers that same kind of technology.
The new 3D engine.
Yeah, get it out there so that we can start seeing even more good stuff.
Yeah.
This would be like what, the third week in a row that we've talked, or
Yes.
third podcast in a row that we've talked about.
Let's not say week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, but I mean that's what High Voltage said they were looking for. They were looking for making available the tools to bring better looking games to the Wii.
Yeah.
So I mean that mentality is something that I really want to support.
Yep, very much so.
Yes.
I think that's it.
That is it.
We don't
have a Bash to PS3
this week.
I just don't like it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I do.
Oh!
I do. Oh, man, I do. I finally got to hold one yesterday.
What did you think?
It was everything I thought it would be. It was awful. The thing, I've seen them in stores, and I've seen them online, but I never really actually got to go up to one and hold it and just kind of like look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's ugly.
Yep.
It really is a George Foreman grill.
The other day, I was at, I don't know, Best Buy. I was at one of those places, big box electronics store, and some guy was buying a PS3, and right next to it were a few of the Wiis, because now they're available. And I almost stopped him. I almost said, hey, did you not see the Wii sitting next to you? What are you doing? But I didn't, because that would be rude.
Yeah. I said, hey, he's probably a Blu-ray fan.
Probably a Blu-ray fan. He probably would have turned and said, where else am I going to get a Blu-ray player for $300?
But yeah, no, I was over at a friend's house. We were having a Wii party, and she owns a PS3 as well. And so I got to pick it up, and man, those suckers are heavy. Yeah. Like, it really is a multi-media.
I'm gonna make a guess. One PS3 equals 15 Wiis, and I know that's high.
Yeah, it's probably high.
It's probably actually 5.
Yeah, probably
5 would be about right.
Probably. So yeah, it's like a big whiny baby. That's what I'll equate the PS3 to.
Let's go away.
Let's do it. I'm Arvin.
I'm Ben.
Thanks for watching We Like to Podcast.